The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Throw left side, on target to Thielen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Calling a loss of 5, a big save to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long for Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put...
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's a first down and Cherry over 41 yards. Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
The Vikings at 3-6 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 75. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Cowboys 10, Vikings nothing.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. They're going to pick it up here at 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. To throw it is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Pushes him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a punt.